Hey guys, Metal Breakdown here. So I'm here today to review the new album by Die Artist Murder. The album is called Desolation, and it's their fourth album. And to be honest, other than the song I did review and reaction on this channel, I'm not really familiar with their older stuff. I know a few songs on Holy War, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, other than the song I already did the reaction, I'm pretty new. So before I start with this review, if you have suggestions for older songs that you would want me to react, make sure to do this. I'll put the one I already did at the end of this video. But yeah, we're here not for the old stuff, but to talk about this brand new album, and I can tell you right away that it is fucking fantastic. I'm really surprised it's even better than I could have imagined, so yeah. What do I think in general about this brand new album, Dear Desolation, and what is my top 5? We'll find out right fucking now. So yeah, in this review, I'll try to talk more in deep about my 5 favorite songs on the album. So I'll do a top 5 and tell why I put them in my top 5 for each and every one of them. And after that, I'll still talk about 4 other tracks on that album, because each songs on that album deserves to be talked about, so I'll do that. So yeah, for top 5, my 5th choice was Into Chaos We Climb. The intro to that track is probably the reason why I choose it in my top 5 instead of other fantastical songs in that album that could have easily been in my top 5 too. The drumming in that song is simply insane. I don't understand how it is even possible. So props to the drummer, Lee, I think. You did a fantastic job. You nailed it. It's a song that I don't think will enter many top 5, but in my opinion it deserved it so much, especially with the great breakdown. That served as kind of an ending to the track. It's not ending right away with the breakdown, but it's really like in the last 20 seconds if I remember correctly. So yeah, tell me if you like that song, because I'm sure it will be a song that will kind of get forgot after a few weeks, few months, and it's not a song that will be talked about a lot in a few years, but for me it's really one of the best of the album. In 4th position, I picked Dear Desolation. It follows the great track that is A Puppet Master that I thought would be in my top 5, but there are so many great songs on that album, that it was not possible for me to put Puppet Master in the top 5. But the reason why I love Dear Desolation so much is because it sounds so brutal and fucking massive. And it has to be, because it's the fucking title track. And sometimes band released album and the title track is like the weakest track on that album, and I'm like, what? How is this even possible? You name your album after that track. This track has to be fucking great. So yeah. There's nothing complex in the solo near the end of the track, because there are kind of small solo, but it fits perfectly with the track and really adds some things more to that track. So now with the fucking top 3 already. For the top 3, I picked the first single, Slaves Beyond Dead. Great first single, because it's probably the song that could make people that are not familiar with Die Artist Murder make them want to discover more of the band. But don't get me wrong, even with that said, it's not radio friendly at all, and even if the chorus is fucking catchy, the song is just so fucking brutal, and you would give that to a non-metal out and he would probably shit in his pants. I'm not kidding, it's fucking brutal, but probably the songs that I would suggest the most from this album to someone who is not really familiar with deathcore, but maybe I'm just too used to that kind of song, and this is not something that you could even imagine to suggest. I don't know. Now with the top 2, the second song in my top 5, The Son of Misery. Right when the song kicks in, you can tell right away that Behemoth Yeah, I have a Behemoth shirt right now. Fuck yeah. Was a big influence to that one. Some riffs are really similar and even some drumming parts. It sounds like a song that could have been in the album Demigod. An album that was released about 10 years ago, but still considered as one of the best Behemoth album. The reason why it lands so high in my top 5 is because even if you can really, even if you hear the Behemoth influence in that track, you're like, oh yeah, that sounds a lot like Behemoth. They still made it their own sound with it, and it's cool. All big deathcore bands are changing their sound towards different genre, and in this case it's black and death metal, while keeping the deathcore roots with a fantastical breakdown near the end. So, like I was saying, even if they're changing their sounds a bit, it still has the deathcore roots, and it's not getting too far away from that. Yeah, most of the big deathcore band are doing that right now, each going in different direction, but most of them are doing incredible thing, except like one big band, Suicide Silence, which made a really shitty album. If you haven't heard that, don't listen to it. It's not worth it. I swear you will just waste your time, but I have hope for the next album. I'm sure they will say, oh, we made a big mistake. Now we'll go back with some maybe new shit or just going back to the old stuff. But I'm sure they will do something fucking good next time. So I still have hope for Suicide Silence. Pretty much all the bands makes like one really bad album in their career. And I think that it was that one for Suicide Silence, which is kind of sad that it's their self-titled, because usually your self-titled really describe the band, and this time it was not the case at all. And my favorite track on the album, I picked The Final Curtain. This is the ending track of the Desolation album, and maybe you thought it could not get better. This song's changed everything. This song also has some Behemoth influence, but they did a better job than in Son of Misery, because the influences are there, yes, but they made it their own sound way more than in the Son of Misery, even if it was the case too in that track. But there, yeah, you hear the Behemoth influence, but you don't say, oh, that could have been in the Behemoth album. It's really Die Hard is Murder, and it's the reason why I love this song so much. So yeah, this song is simply beautiful. You have a beautiful build-up at the beginning, and there's more suffer part in that track than in most of the song on that album, but when it gets heavy, it's fucking brutal, and I love that track. I could listen to it all day. So yeah, that's why it's my favorite track on the album. What about the other tracks? So 3 honorable mentions. Puppet Master, like I said, it was close of getting in the top 5, but it misses by not that much. Man is the enemy. I have the chorus in my head right now. Man is the enemy, which is fucking great. I love that track. And Fire in the Sky was also a fantastic song that could have been easily in the top 5. The other 2 songs that I did not mention were Death Dealer and The Skin of the Serpent. Both are great, but compared to the other songs, it just lacks something in my opinion. But still some good songs, but they were not close of getting in the top 5. But yeah, there's no really bad song on the album, no filler, so a really strong album. I don't know where it will end up at the end of the year, but there's good chance that it will be in the top 10, because that was a solid album and one of the best deathcore album of this year for sure. So yeah, I can't wait to listen to it again already. It was fantastic, and I'm sure I will blast it for the rest of 2017 and beyond. So yeah, that was my album review for Dear Desolation by Die Hard is Murder. A fucking fantastic album. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because like I said, I'm not really familiar with their older stuff, so I'll definitely do more reaction. Make sure to do your suggestion. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.